Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to clean a Scotsman ice machine. Pretty big over here. The first thing I do is take the ice, set aside in a bin, put it in the freezer so the kitchen staff could use it. So a lot of the commercial kitchens has these filters. They're pre-filters and a main filter. And this O-ring, it's good practice to grease it up. Again, the same grease. Because what happens, it'll dry and these O-rings will fail, will dry rot and fail. Right. Here's the old one. They're EC110. These are EC110. E like Edward, C like Charlie 110 filters. You can get them online. They're cheap, fairly less than 20 bucks. Then hand tighten them. Then you use this. That's it. Put it back. Water back on. Looks like a good seal. This little tube, that's a pressure release. There's air in here. So you release the pressure. Decent pressure. And we also have to change this. I don't have the part this yet for this, so we'll skip that part until I get more parts. Wipe it up. Then just reach around to make sure there's no water leaking. Yep, it looks good. This front plate is held in by screws that goes here, and also these little tension knobs, as you can see. Just gotta pop it out. And then all this. Remember, the plastic side goes in, the plastic side goes in, the rubber side goes out, okay? Plastic side goes in, rubber side comes out. Okay. So the front side panel comes off. Usually the cleaning process and a lot of the warning signals are in the back of the front panel. All right, so let's read this. Remove all ice. Got that. Remove the front panel. Push and release harvest button. So the first step is you gotta turn the machine off, hit harvest, and wait until the harvesting cycle kicks in. It'll dump water. This machine's a lot older, so it takes a little bit longer for the system to react to your commands. And once the harvest cycle is done, then you hit the clean button, which is right here, the clean button. In the meantime, I'm going to take the cover off, which is you poke forward because it's got those latches up there. And this is how the front looks, the top looks like. All this is needing to come out and washed. All this needs to come out, and all this needs to come out. I don't know if I want to take this apart, but I know this needs to come out. All that hose needs to come out. This needs to come out. All the inside needs to be scrubbed. Okay, after a couple minutes, it looks like the harvest cycle is done. Water's not running. The button is off. Then you hit clean cycle, which is right underneath here. Hit it once. Oh, it's not responding. There you go. Hold on to it. Now it's a clean cycle. Okay, it's draining. So it's draining what's in there, and then it'll fill up with clean water, and then you want to put your nickel safe 12 ounce in there. Up. No, okay, it's filling up. All right. That's good. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes, or 16 minutes. So now I push the clean button. Now it's gonna go into the rinse cycle. You heard that click. That is the pump draining out the current water with cleaner in it, and then it's going to rinse with clean water in and out, in and out. So do that for 20 minutes. You hear that? That's the pump running, the drain valve pump. So 20 minutes. So what I like to do is now get some hot water. Bin's been emptied out. Took 5 of these to empty out that. So now I'm gonna melt the remaining ice that's in there. While I'm still waiting for the rinse cycle, which is about 20 minutes, we only went 6. I like to spray the inside with my concoction, 3-part vinegar, 1 part Dawn's dish soap. And I have this, it's called Hoto, designed by Hoto. I picked this up at Costco for like 50 bucks. It's a pretty neat tool. You don't have to use that. I have some manual stuff. You can use like a manual brush. This I picked it up at, I don't know, either Menards or Home Depot. Okay. Another thing I also have, I bought from Home Depot, is this HDX massive water sprayer. Okay, it has been over 10 minutes, almost 17 minutes. And then we just need to hit the clean button. Now it's gonna go to the rinse cycle, and you do that for 20 minutes. So stop, reset, 20 minutes. It'll just cycle and rinse out all the sanitizer. It's been 25 minutes. I am going to shut this rinse off. It looks pretty clean. Okay, it's off. Now I'm going to put into freeze. All right, it's gonna do that whole dump and freeze and put everything back. Putting this back, make sure that you get these in the groove, because if they come out here, it won't coat the water, the sheets here, the water flows, it won't coat enough to freeze. Same thing on this side. Okay, very important, because right now it went into safe mode, because it's not it's harvesting, but it's not detecting ice, and this was all out of whack. So I fixed it, and let me try again. So you can't see it now, but before the bottom two right here, the bottom one is the refrigeration, and the top one is for the water detection with diagnostic water. If the bottom one blinks twice, troubleshooting is that it's going through the whole harvest cycle and they're not detecting any ice. So to save, the compressor will shut off and blink those two ice. To reset it, go back into freeze, is you have to hold the off button, hold the freeze button, and hold the off button, and then hit freeze again. Maybe like 1 or 2 seconds, right? And to repeat that process, again, since this machine is so old, you have to repeat that process until it recognizes that you're resetting, and you hit freeze, and then the water will trickle again and start the cycle. Compressor kicked in, so let's give it about 15 minutes. Let's put one more cycle in.
up with the holes in the bottom. That's it. Where am I drilling? Nope. Done. I'm done this. Ooh, yeah. Then the last step is take some stainless steel polisher and polish away. I'll stop showing you what you want right now.